bioluminescent bloom. The coastal town of Serenescape was bathed in a tranquil ambience as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of orange and pink across the horizon. The townsfolk gathered along the shoreline, anticipation in the air as whispers of the rare bioluminescent bloom circulated through the crowd. It was a spectacle that occurred only once a century, a phenomenon that painted the waters in ethereal hues, captivating the hearts of all who witnessed it. Among the crowd stood Lily Monroe, a curious and adventurous teenager with a mop of golden curls and eyes that sparkled with excitement. Her best friend, Jake Reynolds, a lanky boy with a perpetual grin, nudged her shoulder. "Can you believe it, Lily? The bloom's happening tonight. A once-in-a-lifetime event," Jake exclaimed, his enthusiasm infectious. Lily's gaze drifted to the horizon, where the first glimmers of the bioluminescent bloom began to materialize. She couldn't help but marvel at the gentle glow emanating from the waves, casting an enchanting spell over the coastal town. "I've read about it in books, seen pictures, but nothing compares to witnessing it in person," Lily replied, her voice filled with awe. As darkness descended, the bloom intensified, transforming the waters into a canvas of radiant blues and greens. The townsfolk gasped collectively, their faces illuminated by the magical glow. Amidst the crowd, Lily noticed a new face, a mysterious boy with midnight black hair and sea blue eyes. He seemed equally captivated by the spectacle, standing alone near the edge of the shoreline. Lily felt a surge of curiosity and nudged Jake. "Who do you think that is?" she whispered, nodding towards the enigmatic newcomer. Jake squinted, attempting to get a better look. "No idea. Never seen him around. Maybe he's visiting for the bloom." As if drawn by an invisible force, Lily found herself making her way towards the mysterious boy. Her heart raced, and the glow of the bloom seemed to amplify the intrigue surrounding him. "Hey," Lily greeted, a friendly smile on her face. "You here for the bloom too?" The boy turned to face her, his eyes reflecting the luminescence of the water. "Yeah, first time seeing it. It's incredible." Lily nodded in agreement. "I'm Lily, by the way. Lily Monroe." "Callum," he replied, offering a shy smile. "Callum Blackwell." As the three teenagers stood by the shoreline, they became engrossed in conversation, sharing stories of their lives, dreams, and the mysteries of the sea. Callum, it turned out, had recently moved to Serenescape with his family. Drawn by the allure of the ocean and its secrets. As the night wore on, the bioluminescent bloom reached its zenith, casting a surreal glow over the town. Lily felt a connection with Callum, a spark of camaraderie that transcended the magic of the moment. Jake, sensing the budding connection, excused himself with a mischievous grin. "I'll leave you two to enjoy the bloom. Don't let the sea monsters get you," he teased, before disappearing into the crowd. The mention of sea monsters brought an uneasy chuckle from Lily. "Sea monsters? You believe in that stuff?" Callum's expression grew serious. "There are things in the ocean that we can't comprehend, Lily. My family has stories, legends really, about creatures that shift and change beneath the surface. They're drawn to the glow, and they're not as mythical as you might think." Lily raised an eyebrow, intrigued by the hint of mystery in Callum's words. You don't mean actual sea monsters, right? Like with scales and tentacles? Callum's eyes gleamed with a mixture of amusement and seriousness. Not exactly. They're shapeshifters, taking on forms that blend seamlessly with the underwater world. My family believes they're guardians of the deep, keeping a delicate balance. As Lily listened to Callum's tales, a chill ran down her spine. The enchantment of the bloom seemed to waver for a moment, replaced by a sense of unease. Yet, there was an undeniable allure to the mystery he described, and Lily found herself drawn deeper into Callum's world. Days turned into weeks, and Lily, Jake, and Callum spent their summer exploring the coastal town and its secrets. They wandered through the narrow streets, hiked the cliffside trails, and ventured into the hidden coves that held tales of shipwrecks and lost treasures. The trio formed an inseparable bond, each bringing their unique perspective to the group. One warm afternoon, as they sat on the cliff overlooking the vast ocean, Lily couldn't shake the curiosity about the sea monsters Callum spoke of. She turned to him, her eyes reflecting a blend of skepticism and fascination. Tell us more about these shapeshifters, Callum. Do you think they're real? Or are they just stories to keep us intrigued? Callum glanced out at the horizon, a distant look in his eyes. My family has guarded the secrets of the sea for generations. The shapeshifters are ancient beings, connected to the ebb and flow of the ocean. Some say they're protectors. Others believe they're harbingers of change. Jake leaned in, his interest piqued. So, they're not necessarily dangerous? Callum sighed, his gaze returning to his friends. It's complicated. They're not inherently malicious, but they have a role to play. When the bloom occurs, it's like a beacon, drawing them near. Most of the time, they remain hidden, but sometimes. Sometimes what? Lily pressed, captivated by the air of mystery. Sometimes they're curious about the world above. That's when things can get complicated, Callum admitted. They're drawn to the glow, and if someone gets too close, the boundary between their world and ours becomes thin. Lily shivered, imagining the invisible barrier between the surface and the depths below. The summer days passed in a haze of laughter, exploration, and shared secrets. The trio's connection deepened, and as the bloom's glow faded from the coastal waters, a new chapter began for Lily, Jake, and Callum. Autumn brought a subtle change to Serenescape. The days grew shorter, the air crisper, and the whispers of the sea monsters lingered like a haunting melody. One evening, as the trio gathered at their favorite cliffside spot, Lily broached the subject that had been lingering in her mind. Callum, do you think we could see these shapeshifters? I mean, if they're real and all. Callum hesitated, his gaze fixed on the horizon. It's not something you can force, Lily. The connection between our world and theirs is delicate. If they choose to reveal themselves, it's usually for a reason. Lily nodded, respecting the gravity of the situation. I just can't help but be curious, you know? It's like a mystery waiting to unfold. As the weeks passed, the trio found themselves navigating the complexities of high school life. Lily's curiosity about the sea monsters remained unabated, and she often caught herself gazing at the ocean, wondering what secrets lurked beneath the surface. One crisp autumn evening, Lily, Jake, and Callum gathered on the beach, a bonfire crackling in the center, and the sound of waves providing a rhythmic backdrop. The moon cast a silver sheen over the water, creating an atmosphere of quiet enchantment. You ever wonder what's out there, beyond the horizon? Jake mused, staring into the distance. Callum nodded thoughtfully. Sometimes I feel like the sea is calling to me, like there's a connection that goes beyond what we can see. Lily felt a strange mixture of trepidation and excitement. The mention of the sea monsters hung in the air, a tantalizing mystery waiting to unfold. As they sat by the bonfire, shadows flickering in the night, the trio made a silent pact. A pact to explore the secrets of the ocean, even if it meant delving into the unknown. Days turned into nights, and Lily found herself drawn to the ocean's edge more frequently. The sea monsters, once a distant legend, now felt like an integral part of her thoughts. She shared her newfound fascination with Jake and Callum, and together they hatched a plan to learn more. One moonlit night, the trio set out on a small boat, guided by the gentle glow of the sea. The water seemed to hold secrets, and Lily couldn't shake the feeling that they were on the cusp of discovery. Callum, with a small smile, navigated the boat with a quiet confidence that intrigued Lily. As they reached a spot in the ocean where the waters seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly light, Callum spoke in hushed tones. This is where the bloom is strongest. If the shapeshifters are anywhere nearby, this is where we might catch a glimpse. The trio sat in silence, the only sound the gentle lapping of the waves against the boat. The sea held its breath, as if awaiting a revelation. Lily couldn't help but glance at the water, half expecting shadows to materialize beneath the surface. Suddenly, a ripple disturbed the calm, and the trio held their breath. Shapes emerged from the water, flickering and changing like elusive mirages. The sea monsters, drawn by the glow, revealed themselves in a mesmerizing dance of light and shadow. Lily's heart raced as she beheld the creatures, elegant forms that shifted seamlessly between fish-like tails and humanoid figures. The glow emanating from their bodies painted the night in surreal colors. And for a moment, Lily felt like she was in the presence of ancient guardians. As quickly as they appeared, the sea monsters vanished into the depths, leaving the trio in awe. The ocean returned to its tranquil state, as if the encounter had been a fleeting dream. "Did you see that?" Jake exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. Lily nodded, her voice barely a whisper. "They're real, Jake. The sea monsters, the shapeshifters, everything Callum spoke of." Callum's gaze remained fixed on the receding ripples. "They come and go, Lily. We were lucky to witness their presence tonight. But remember, the sea is a realm of mystery, and there's more to discover beneath its surface." As the boat returned to the shore, the trio carried the weight of the night's revelation. The sea monsters, once elusive legends, were now a tangible part of their reality. Lily felt a newfound connection to the ocean, as if the secrets of the deep had intertwined with her very being. As winter descended upon Serenescape, the coastal town embraced a quiet tranquility. Lily, Jake, and Callum continued their high school journey, each carrying the memories of the luminescent bloom and the enigmatic sea monsters. One chilly afternoon, as the trio gathered in their favorite cliffside spot, Lily couldn't help but reflect on the journey they had undertaken. It's amazing, isn't it? The way the ocean holds secrets that go beyond our understanding, Lily mused, her gaze fixed on the horizon. Jake grinned, nudging her playfully. Who would have thought we'd be the ones to uncover those secrets? Serenescape is more than just a town. It's a canvas of mysteries waiting to be explored. Callum nodded in agreement. The sea has a way of revealing its truths to those who listen. We're just getting started, Lily. There's so much more to discover. As the trio sat on the cliff, their laughter echoing in the crisp winter air, the promise of future adventures hung in the atmosphere. The coastal town of Serenescape, with its bioluminescent blooms and shape-shifting sea monsters, held a tapestry of stories waiting to unfold. A tapestry woven by the ebb and flow of the ocean's secrets.